Welcome back, students. I'm very sorry for the interruption. So we'll continue from where we had left in the previous link. I was saying that what if our parents would have gone selfish in their time, in their childhood, that it's okay, I have some resources, I have unlimited resources, I'll use as much as I want. Would any resources would have been left for us? Of course not. So we should also not be selfish, because our parents were also not selfish, and so some resources are still there for us. But if we become selfish, then the next generation are not going to have anything. They are going to suffer. So it is very important that none of the generation should get selfish, because we are all linked to each other in some or the other way. So let us all together make up this point of saving resources as much as possible. That evening, the children and their friends made packets and shopping bags out of old newspapers, discarded clothes, and baskets from bamboo sticks. We will give a few to every family we know, said Mona. After all, it's for a very good cause, said Mustafa. To save our resources and to keep our earth alive. Okay, so these kids, they understood this point, and they started recycling all the old papers and old stuffs which could have been thrown out, but they started reusing them. They started recycling them and using them again and again, so that the resources can be saved. As we had read in the previous paragraph, that there are many ways to save the resource, and that could be reducing the consumption. You can lesser your consumption, you can start using less, you can stop the resources, stop consuming the resources when it is not required. You can recycle. These kids, they are now recycling the old papers and everything, so that it could be utilized somewhere else. Reusing things means you should be using a single thing again and again, unless it is not distressed. Okay, all this will reduce the usage of resources, and it could be conserved. I am going to be very careful not to waste paper. And so they were recycling the paper for some other purpose. Many trees are cut down to make paper. Of course, if she is throwing away the paper, using it for just one time, she is wasting trees, which are again and at an verge of coming to get exhausted. I will see that the electricity is not wasted in my house, shouted Mustafa. Electricity comes from water and coal. Again, water and coal, natural resources. It could be conserved by not wasting electricity. Of course, when you students come to the classroom, I will definitely make up a point that nobody is leaving the class before turning off the electricity. Okay. I will make sure that the water is not wasted at home, said Asha. Every drop of water is precious. Water, again, a natural resource. You might be thinking that the earth is made up of 70% of water. How can ma'am water come to an end? Of course, dear students, water can definitely come to an end. You cannot be drinking that 70% of water. If you are wasting water very ridiculously, be ready to run out of water. Together we can make a difference, chorused the children. There are some of the things Mona, Raju and their friends did. What about you? How are you going to help in conserving resources? The future of our planet and its people is linked with our ability to maintain and preserve the life support system that nature provides. Therefore, it is our duty to ensure that all uses of renewable resources are sustainable. Second, the diversity of life on earth is conserved. Third, damage to natural environment is minimized. So the planet is our planet. We are all, very lucky to have so many natural resources, human made resources and human resources. Of course, if we are lucky, we would also want the future generation to be as lucky as we are. And so it is our first duty and the foremost duty to not to waste the resources that we are blessed with. Because if today we are wasting the resources, the next generation is not gonna have it. So it is very important for everybody to realize this fact and to start conserving the resources as much as possible. We also have some principles of sustainable development given over here: respect and care for all forms of life, improve the quality of human life. Of course, we are all here to improve the quality of human life, but in a way that we are not disrespecting any other forms of life. If I get something useful from animals, I am not supposed to disrespect animals and start killing them. Conserve the earth's vitality and diversity, minimize the depletion of natural resources. जितना हो सके resources को बचाओ. The depletion is very bad. Change personal attitude and practices toward the environment. Enable communities to care for their own environment. Everybody should start caring for their own environment, and everybody can start caring for their own environment by changing their personal attitudes. When I tell you to stop wasting waters, you'll be like, मैम इतना तो यूज़ होता ही है. We are not wasting water. But if I give you examples that you can at least turn off the taps while you are brushing, that is a very good example of changing your behavior to save the environment. So the notes that we can make from this part that we have learned is: the future of our planet and its people is linked with our ability to maintain and preserve the life support system that nature provides. Therefore, it is our duty to ensure that all uses of renewable resources are sustainable, diversity of life on earth is conserved, the damage to natural resources and to the environment system is minimized. Okay, we have discussed this planet, these points, and these were the most important points that we have learned in this part. Let us just go through them. Sometimes natural substances becomes a resource only when their original form has been changed. Iron ore became a resource when people learned how to extract it. People use natural resources to make building, bridges, roads, etc., which are called human-made resources. Of course, natural resources can be used as a resource at times only when people make up some efforts, and when people put in their efforts to extract them or to utilize them. For example, iron ore. Iron ore we all know is a resource, but could iron ore be used? No. Unless people came, they learned how to extract iron from the iron ore, and then it became useful. So if people were not there, if proper technology was not there, if we didn't know how to use iron ore could have never become a resource. And so people with some special skills, abilities and knowledge and technology, when they start utilizing the natural resources, they create human made resources. Next, with knowledge and skill and technology, people can make the best use of natural resources. Thus, humans are a special resource. Improving the quality of people's skill by better education or health facilities so that they can create more resources is called human resource development. Next, conserving resources. If we do not use the resources carefully, then even the renewable ones might get exhausted. Using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed is a resource conservation. Currently, by sitting at our homes, reducing the pollution, we are giving time for the environment to get itself renewed. This is the best thing that we are unknowingly doing for our planet. Next, balancing between using resources and conserving them for future is called sustainable development. Reducing, recycling and reusing can help in this. So with this, we are done with the chapter. I hope you remember what natural resources are, what are the types of natural resources. I hope you have also understood that it is very, very important for us to start saving the resources that we are blessed with. Because if we are not saving the resources, we are creating a problem for the future generation. If we are not maintaining sustainable development, we are being very selfish and we are not thinking about the next generation.